Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Uh, I don't even know if I'm ever going to download this video. Um, this is another side of me that this is a part of me that I feel every single day. You probably used to me coming on here and being all, smiling and everything. And this is another side of me. I was getting ready to do a video this morning talking about Lynn Wood, Trump's lawyer. Recently, a soundbite came out, and he talked about how he lives on a plantation, an old plantation in South Carolina, but he feels happy about it because it was a happy plantation. The slaves were happy slaves there. They wanted to be there. Yeah, there's a soundbite of him saying that. Not everything I just said, but that he's happy. They were happy slaves. And as I was getting together what I was going to say, I realized that Valentine's Day is in 1 week. 1 week from today. And I feel this every day of my life. Where you see here, this guilt and regret. I feel this every single day of my life. You guys see the other side of me when I make the videos, I want to do something good with it. I want to tell you guys, if you get in an argument with somebody you love, I was always proud of myself for being independent. I could put up a wall around myself, not show any feelings, just put up a wall. Like, somebody could walk out of my life and I'll just keep going on. I'm strong. And I used to do that. And all right, let me talk about Audrey a little bit. I won't make this long. Me and Audrey started, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And as soon as she moved to my town in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, my first girlfriend, we never even kissed or anything, but we were boyfriend and girlfriend. After she died on August 5th, her sister cleaned out her condo. She passed away from COVID-related pneumonia in Florida just 6 months ago. And her sister cleared out her condo. She was only there for a week, not even. I'll get to that in a second. And she found an old journal from when Audrey was in elementary school. And she found a page. And she sent me a copy of that page, written in that little girl handwriting Audrey had. And it talked about how she was going to go skating. We used to go skating at Taft Prep School, every Tuesday night, open skate night. And we'd both skate around the rink, and they'd have a couple of, I think we'd hold hands. We were like 9 or 10 years old. And she sent me this page that Audrey wrote in that little girl handwriting back when she was 9 or 10 years old. It said, I'm going to meet Daryl there tonight. He's my boyfriend. I love him. I never saw that. I never even knew it existed. All right. So we got together around 2014. We've been apart all those years. We broke up sometime in 5th or 6th, 7th grade. Who knows? It was a kid thing. And we went our separate ways. When we were 50, 51, we lived in the same town. We saw each other. Again, I didn't even recognize her. She recognized me. She had been through recovery. I had been through recovery. We both had good jobs. We were both happy, in a good place, living in the same town, both single. We got back together. Shortly after we got back together, she convinced me to get this apartment, this beautiful apartment, the last place I lived in where I started doing the videos. I loved that place. She's the reason I got that place. It was way out of my price range, but I loved it. I kind of wanted it all to myself, just for a little while. It just had beautiful stainless steel refrigerator. I just imagined having this place to myself. So I kind of wanted, we just started dating a couple, 3-4 months earlier. So I kind of wanted it just to myself. So we agreed that she'd come over certain nights, 3-4 nights a week, and she'd go back to her. She had her own apartment. After about a year, she said she can't do this anymore. I was making her go back home. She had a professional job, and she'd have to carry all her stuff back to her other apartment. She wanted to stay with me. She wanted to live with me. And I was kind of passive aggressive about it. I let her move in, but I was angry about it. And I'd be mean. I wasn't mean. I was just quiet. I would just shut down my emotions. And now I realize how much it hurt her. Then we got in a few arguments. Like, she was very close to her family, who I love now, who I miss more in the world because I don't see them anymore. And I used to complain that she'd want to just go to a picnic with her family on, this weekend, And there was like 3 weekends in a row, and I got all mad about it. We broke up. She moved out. Right before she moved out, I was all quiet. I would go days without talking to her, putting up that wall, just kind of blocking her out. And I thought, I was strong. I don't need anybody. And one morning, she just started crying in the bathroom while she was getting ready for work. And I was like, Audrey, what's wrong? And I knew what was wrong. I was hurting her every day. I was slowly hurting her. And she came out of the bathroom and she was crying. She said, I don't want to lose you. And I held her and I said, you're not going to lose me. But right there and then, I knew I'd pushed it too far. And she knew it too. So she moved out. And we both always thought we'd get back together. She got her own apartment, but then we stayed together. We weren't intimate, but we were best friends. For another year even. And then I always thought, we'll work this out. I'm going to bend her to my will by being silent and strong. And I got mad one day before my hip surgery because she wasn't showing me compassion, and I stopped talking to her. I just shut her out of my life. I was mad because she blamed the hip surgery on me, and and I was scared of having a complete hip replacement. So I was like, I don't need her. And I just shut her out of my life. And I didn't talk to her for a year. Then June of last year came, and she called me up. And I was so happy to hear her. I always thought we'd get back together. And I just jumped right in, like nothing had happened. Hey, how are you doing? She said, I'm moving to Florida. She says, I want to give a few things back to you that I found. And I didn't want her to move to Florida, but I used this as a moment to show her that, I wanted her back in my life. So I went right up to her house and we sat down on the couch and we talked. And she told me how she didn't want to get vaccinated. She didn't trust it because she was always a Trump supporter. And I was, as you know, the opposite. And I said, you can bet I'm going to come down there. I thought I was eventually going to move down and move to Florida with her. That was what was going on in the back of my head. I said, I'm going to come see you in Florida. She says, you better. You better. This was just last June. I think she was really scared. She needed me to talk to again because she had to drive and move all her stuff to Florida. And so she needed me there. She reached out to me after I put up that wall. And I was so glad to talk to her. This is it. Maybe we're going to get back together, And once we talked all the way on the way to Florida. She was driving down there. She texted me pictures out her front windshield where she was, all the way going down 95. Once she got close to her place, she got mad. Because I was just ignoring everything. I hadn't talked to her for a year, and I was like, hey, I'll come see you, like nothing happened. And she finally let it all out. She said, how could you do that to me? And I put that wall up again. Oh, you're going to be like that. You're going to be like that again. So I put my wall up. This was around the end of June. She just got to Florida. A week or two later, I found out she was in the hospital. She contracted COVID, the Delta variant. I got scared right away. My sister told me, did you see? Audrey's in the hospital. And right off the bat, I was like, oh no. And I never talked to her again. I texted her, and she was already on a ventilator. And the only thing I ever got back, for a brief moment, she was unsedated. They thought she might get better. It was up and down, up and down. And she texted me a smiley face. That was the last thing I ever saw. She died on August 5th. And I just want to say before Valentine's Day, don't think you have all the time in the world. Don't think it's strong to close people out of your life. Don't wait till tomorrow to apologize, because I think about her crying that day, saying she didn't want to lose me. I thought about how I didn't talk to her for a year by choice. And now I can't talk to her. I can't apologize for any of that. I'm never going to be able to apologize. I'm going to have to live with this guilt and this regret forever. So with Valentine's Day coming up, don't wait to apologize. Don't go to sleep holding an argument. All right. You guys have a great Monday.